Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane and I hope you're all okay. So let's get to it. Okay, so I recently got this little set of moulds off Temu. They weren't a lot, they cost pennies if I remember right. They came with some little chains to make them into keychains, but I've got a bit of leftover resin from a project I'm working on, so I thought I might just chuck them in and see what happens. So let's see what we get. Good way to test out a new mould as well. There's not a lot of this resin left, so I'm not gonna be able to fill all of these. I just thought it'd be nice to just see what the moulds are like, see how they come out, and not waste resin. So that's that one. Turn that in a bit. Bit of a pinch because there's a couple of bubbles I can see. Okay, so that one I can either top it up with another colour or add something afterwards. I'll decide once they've set up. Let's try this one with the blue. That's a nice shape. Right, let's just mix this up. Got a bit more blue than I did the red, so I'm not going to fill this one all the way up as well, because to give myself the option to add something in and then top up afterwards. So again, we'll just coax it down to the edges, give it a bit of a squish, get any bubbles out. Yeah, we'll try the circle with this blue as well. Okay, let's try yellow in the square. There's quite a bit of this yellow one left. I'm quite interested to see how these come out, because I'm liking the look of them, because they've got, if I show you one there, they've got a beveled edge, and I think that would be really nice to have the rounded over edges. Let's just put a bit more yellow in there. Squidge again. And dislodge any bubbles and get them to come to the surface. Mr. Magpie's having a little chat outside, cheeky little bugger. One there doesn't want to come out. So that's yellow. So we've got two left, and don't have a lot of green, but what might look nice is a bit of the green, oops, that on there, and the yellow together. Like a two-tone, so I'm going to turn this big one around. The green at the bottom, yellow at the top. Sky, the sun in the sky, and the green grass. Because this micro is actually called green grass. This colour. And yellow had a bold name of yellow. Just going to cross them over slightly. With the yellow and the green. Up there a minute. Move that one out of the way. Yellow there with its stick. Just move this around to touch, just so that they all touch the edges. And kind of get the colours mixing a little more. There we go. Oh, I think that's going to turn out really pretty. Look at that. And then I think we might do the same with this, but other way around. So, oh yeah, other way around, that way. So, didn't need that stick in the end back in there, did I? All that one. So, we shall give it a bit of a squeeze. I like these silicone things because they're squeezable. Sorry you can't see anything, but I'm kind of trying to get them to go in at the same time. Giving it a bit of a squidge. Okay, stop with the yellow a minute. Get the green stick back. Okay, there we go. So that's those. So I'm gonna give them a quick blast with my lighter. Any bubbles? And I'm going to set these aside to set up, and I'll be back once they're set to work out what we're going to do next. So the pendants have cured overnight, and I think they've come out really nice, especially these two. They kind of blended nicely. So I've gone through some of my temporary tattoos, and I found these ones which I liked for these certain shapes and colours. This one is a space alien, an alien spaceship picking up a piece of pizza, and it said pick up with it. The trouble is you have to put these down face down, and it's not going to work because it'll come out backwards. So I cut that out, and I'm just going to try and add the little stars back in. But these are just some temporary tattoos that I picked up on, I think it was Amazon, quite a while ago. That's why I can't remember exactly where they came from. But yeah, I'm gonna get some what's it called, polyurethane resin. Is it the one that dries white, cures white and really quickly? So I'm going to get some of that and use some of the coloured ones, which I think will look really good on them. So I'm hoping these ones, as they're all black and white, will look nice in here. I can't remember which way I wanted this. That way. Okay, so all we need to do now is peel off. I'm going to slide this up here a minute, and we've just got to peel off the front layer, which is a little bit of plastic. Always remember to peel that off, otherwise it won't work. So now just make sure it's the right way up. Stick it in and press it down, and then I'll come back and wet them all at the same time. Again, this one I've had to cut right up to the lines, as close without cutting the lines, so that they could get the tail in as well. And now pop them in there like so. And I might need to cut a little bit of the tail off, but we'll see once it's done. Now we'll get the pizza. I cut a bit out there so that it'll go around the bibbly bit. I don't know what that's called. So I just call it a bibbly bit. Oops, try not to stick your fingers all over the tattoo if you can help it. Right, I want this one at a slight angle. So I'm going to push that there like so. Push it down and then get this little bit here. I might need to chop a bit more of that off, I think. Just cut those off there a sec. Get that off. Tweezers might help because this is very fiddly with big chunky fingers. Put that in there. Okay, let's pop that one down there, and then we'll get this little bit here. Or we'll try and get this little bit here. Again, peel off. She says if she can find it. I'm just going to give it a bit of a bend. There we go. Oh, gotcha. I'll peel that bit off. I think we'll put those, and we'll put those up there. So there's that one. And we get a little girl in a mason jar with some balloons. And we'll pop her inside the shield, make sure it's the right way up. We've got the optical illusion triangle with some roses in, which I thought would be nice for this kind of upside down triangle shape. Pop that in there. Now this one I did have to do a bit of cutting bits off and whatnot, but I'm hoping it will work so that this will sit at the side of the, again, bibbly bit. So that's, okay, so we'll push that up there like so. And just push that into there like that. Oops, didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so that's all of them. So let's just drop the little pickup away. And now all we need is a bit of water and some tissue. Damp cloth, tissue, whichever you want to use. I'm just going to damp the tissue and just press it onto the back of them. Just so it gets them damp. You don't have to make them swim in the stuff. You just need to get the back of the paper just wet enough so that they come off easily. So just get a bit more water on there. Just a little bit more. Ooh, and that's sliding off. When they're ready, they will literally, the paper will just literally slide away. So I'm going to get me tweezers just so I can pick that up from the edge and slide it away. So that's one. There we go, that's that one too. Easy peasy. Oh, these look so cute. Never used temporary tattoos in resin before, but I think they look really cool. I've seen a lot of people doing it. And I think it looked cool, so I thought I'd give it a try myself. And they do look really cool. So that one's not moving at the moment, so we'll just give it a bit more, oops, a bit more water. And there we go, now it's going. Oh, that's so cool. Is that one moving? That's dried off. Let's do that, and there we go, that one's moving now. Slides off. That one's dried again. And that one's slipping and sliding now too. Oops. Go, and the little girl, so just dampen that again, and that one's slipping and sliding too, so push it up there, and there we go. Oh, can't see that one very well, it's very light, that one is. Never mind. That's a shame actually, but not to worry. Maybe once the resin's on. So I'm just going to give these a few minutes just to air dry, and hopefully the resin will pick that one up, but I don't think it will. I think it's just too light, but it's not to worry. So I'm going to give these a few minutes to air dry, and then I'll be back and we'll give them a coating of J. Dixon New Formula UV resin, and then we can demold them. Okay, so I've just decided I can't see that one, so I'm not going to bother doing that one. So what I'm going to do is try this one, which is off this pack that I got from Temu. It's not quite the same colour, so I'm hoping it stands out. But I think it'll just go over that one, so let's just give it a try and see what happens. I've never done this before, so it's always worth a try to see if it'll work. I think that one will look quite pretty in there. Right, so did I just pull that one off? Yes, I did. Right, so no, don't put it on the sticker. So we're just gonna stick this on here and hope for the best. There we go, pop that on there. What's the worst that can happen, huh? It won't work, and we'll just fill it in with something else. So just wet that. Keep dabbing it on until I might need a bit more water. Need a bit more water, so I'm just going to put a bit more on the tissue and dab it away. Oh, and now that's sliding, as you can see. So now the big reveal, will it work? Fingers crossed, everybody. Come on, up you come. Up, 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 up. You can kind of see it's not great, but no, I don't like that either, so I think I'm just gonna fill that one in with glitter or something. We'll come to that shortly. So what do you do when all else fails? You find stickers that'll cover it up. So I've put this one in so far. It's a little bubble with hearts and it's holographic. So now I'm going to find another little one there which has got little hearts on to pop up there, and then maybe that one there which has got a heart in as well, and that one can go up there. It's not a great fix, but it's okay, it'll do, it saves it a little bit. So that's those. So now we're gonna give them a coating with some UV resin. So I'll just get my UV light out and we'll give them a coat. Dusty stuff out. Gotcha. I'm going to do it all in one go and just give it a bit of a dome. Only a slight dome, I don't want it too high. Lighter. Any bubbles. going to let them sit a minute because there are a couple of bubbles still down there. Oh, no, they're not. I'm seeing things. Just going to add a little bit more. Okay, I think they're domed quite enough. So I'm going to bring the light over and cure them for probably about 5-10 minutes, just to make sure they're well and truly cured. So I'll come back once they're ready to be demolded. So I cured those all up for about, I think it was about 6 minutes, just to make sure that they were done. Now we've got a nice dome top, and now let's demold them and see how they came out. Demold nice. Oh, that's really cute. The mold, when you put the dome on them, kind of, I'm not sure if you can see that, it kind of forms like a rim. I quite like that. So that one came nice. And this one's got a bit of a bibbly bobbly edge for some reason. And we'll see why this one's got a bibbly bobbly edge, because the silicon's got a bit of a bibbly bobbly edge. Pop that out. It's a little bit rough around the edges. And then bits there. So I've just got to trim those up. And I'll be fine then. But it still looks okay. So that's the front and the back with the mica. I forgot to show the back of that one. Nice little moulds. Quite like these. This is the one I obviously messed up with, as you've seen, but kind of saved it. It kind of looks cute. But there we go, that's that one. On the back. Spaceship collecting pizza. Really are easy to demold. Just slide straight off. That one's cute. And the back. I love this little fox, it's so cute. Look at him, he's adorable. Oh, got a bit of an overspill, which popped straight off. Super glue on my finger. There's a bit there that looks a bit funny, but I can probably sort that out. But yeah, that's nice. And a little spaceman sitting on his moon. He looks a bit peeved off, if you ask me, with his crossed arms. He's like, why am I still sat here? Because nobody's picked you up, mate. And there's that one. There's a little tiny bubble that I missed right in there, but it's literally inside with him. Couple on the edges, but that's from this resin. Kind of bent up a little bit, that one has, because it's been longer in under the UV where it's got warm. But I don't mind, that's fine. It's barely noticeable and it looks cool. So yeah, that's all of those. Another way to use up leftover bits of resin. So I thought I would add some chains to these. I got some of these coloured ones recently in a little Temu haul. Didn't bother doing a video because there was literally 5 things. So I think we did the yellow one for that one. Blue, blue. Ooh, decisions. I think we'll actually do gold one and a silver one on these, and then I've got to choose one for the red, haven't I? Let's go with pink one for the red. No, we'll go with this grey one, which I can't get out. Go with the only little grey one we got. Okay. And all you need to do with these is thread it through the hole. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Because they give you these with the moulds, but they don't actually fit. Oh, they do, but I've overfilled them. Try that one first then. Ah, there we go. I was going to say that was a bit silly. So you just put that in there, put that there, and pop through, and there we go. There's one. Oops, butterfingers again. Pop that little ball in, pull it through, and there we go. That's two. Oh, I'm going to make that hole a bit bigger. I'm definitely going to make that hole a bit bigger. Oops. That one. That kind of goes with the bubbles. So all we need to do with these three, I'll move that one up there in a minute. Keep putting things away but never remember where I put them. I have a brain like a pea, apparently. Let's do this one for now. Right, so what we have to do, all we have to do with these little holes, get this out here and just run it slightly around the edge, just to open up that front hole a little bit, and that should be enough just to pop that through. There we go. It's just where I put the UV resin on the top, and it's just made the hole a little bit small. There's that one. Do the same with this one. There we go. Oh. Curse of the fat fingers again. There's that one. And then we'll do the same with this one. Just run that around just on the inside. All you're doing is just putting it inside and just twisting it around a little bit, just to open up that hole a little. Just be careful of your fingers if you're doing this. That bit won't go through there, but that bit will. There we go. And there we have it. 6 little key rings, little keychains, or pendants if you wanted to do pendants, but I don't have any bails, pinch bails at the moment, and I don't like jump rings. So there we go, and I think they're really cute. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.